The travel ban for those who chose not to take a specific medical procedure is suspended. But was it constitutional? Until that is answered by the courts, it could come back. In the notice on the government website posted on June 14th, it references possible reimposition of mandates at any time, including this idea of being up to date.
All want to ask ourselves whether we are up to date, 40% of adults, or would not be up to date as of now. We can look forward to continuing the fight in the fall.
The 4 court cases have been consolidated into one to challenge the constitutionality of the travel ban. The ban barred over 5 million Canadians from boarding a plane or a train between October 29th, 2021 and June 20th, 2022. But the Attorney General is trying to pass a mootness motion that would dismiss the court case as irrelevant because the travel ban has now been suspended. On August 5th, lawyer Keith Wilson, representing the JCCF and the Honorable Brian Peckford, the only living drafter of the charter, had this to say: "Dismissing this matter will set a dangerous precedent for government actors. It will allow them to be at liberty to enact, albeit temporarily, unlawful laws, and at their whim revoke them and argue mootness when challenged." In other words, mandate unconstitutional rules, enforce them, and then suspend them, and when challenged, reply it's moot, because it's now suspended. The wheels of justice move slowly. If the consolidated court case challenging the constitutionality of the travel ban is made moot, then conceivably at any time we would be at the mercy of the reigning government in power, and they could do the same or similar again without challenge. We must have justice. Canadians have the right to know whether or not it was lawful for the government to violate mobility rights and infringe on personal medical autonomy, not to mention their blatant disregard for the Charter. Share this video around. It's important for everybody to know that this court case is happening, that these 4 court cases have been consolidated, and that people out there are fighting for your freedoms, for our freedoms. Politics is downstream from culture, and the name War Campaign comes from our time fighting the culture war in comic books. Make sure to like, subscribe, ring the bell, and share this video so we can get the word out. My name is Rohan Kumar Paul, and I grew up loving comic books. I was disappointed and sickened by the modern degeneracy in the medium I love, so I created a comic book company and launched the Vestige graphic novel series. Fighting the culture war with my brethren is where the War Campaign name comes from. Vestige is a world where legendary weapons of the past collide with the dawn of the modern era. These weapons bestow godlike supernatural powers to ordinary human beings, turning them into superheroes or supervillains. What if the relics of history carry their own powers in the spirits of those who had wielded them? Be sure to get on the WCFreedom.com mailing list and help support us in our fight for freedom. Help us keep doing what we do. Thank you sincerely. H for honor, A for accountability, I for integrity, and L for loyalty. Hail, brethren, and hail freedom!